Hello, Kalosini, Kalimera. Hello, Lurking Yoshi. Well, you know that Yoshi's, but it's from the evil Nintendo. Yoshi is one of my favorite characters. Like, oh, in the whole Mario, Super Mario franchise or whatever, Yoshi is my favorite. Okay, so we need to open. There is an update for stream avatars. Oh, Korean live streaming platform and stream avatars integration. And oh, there is a new command, climb, for climbing on top of each other's. How would that work? Oh, wait, I heard a notification, but I don't see it. So I need to, maybe we can refresh this. Something happened. It doesn't show. It doesn't show. I think that it was maybe a follow. So thank you for following me. I'm really sorry, but Stream Element often doesn't like me. So right now I can see not the redeems, the notifications. Hello Saidam. Hello Zolkor. Oh yeah. So it's updated streaming avatars launch. I want to try and see if we can also use it with my custom character. That new command. There is a new command. So let's see. And in theory we should. But I need you guys too. Because with this command, the characters, the avatars, climb on top of each other's. So I can't do that by myself. Well, I could add some fake characters, but it would be more fun with you. Okay, loading. I am there. Can you guys type something so that your character will appear? I will drink in the meanwhile. Okay, let's try Sulker. Climb. Yeah, it doesn't work with our characters, it seems. But to be honest, this is more like... I mean, this command, it shouldn't be connected to how a character look, because it's like an action. Oh, let's see. Climb, a new avatar command for climbing on top of each other. They added translations in other languages. Wait, they added Italian too. Ah, you have to put a target, maybe? Climb. Oh, wait. Did it work for you, Salkar? Because I was out top it. I was ready in the... Thank you for the lift, by the way. I was reading the instructions. But how do I... So, let's do this. Jump. Okay, then can you try it? I wonder if maybe it needs permissions. No, it doesn't. Okay. I have a cute bunny on my head. Guys, if someone else will type, we can do towers with us. Hello, Spikehead. How are you? Okay. Spiked. Type climb soccer. Like this. No, you have to add the target. Type also Sulker name. Sulker is on top of my head. Hello Rexons, join us. We are testing a new command in streaming avatars. Okay, Rexons, type climb spiked zen. Come here. I'll carry you all, guys. Yeah, chat tower. Yeah, come. Look, I'm so strong. Yeah. The Leaning Tower of Chat. Okay. I will activate the ASMR redeems now. ASMR on. What if you type dance, guys? I can't because I am. Oh, but I think that you would end up dancing, standing. Yeah. Because the dance is it stands still. You can come up again. So, Rexons. I am free. But Salko, you're the one who launched that and you're still... Yeah, okay, let's climb on top of Salko. It's your turn. I mean, Salko is the biggest after all. There. It didn't work. We are still all here. We are glued to you now. Okay, now let me take a trigger. Drink again. We're all sitting on top of each other now. Oh no, I already started. So, tell me guys, how did your weekend go? And what about your start of the week? For me it was very hard because it was after my vacation. So, and it was not easy. I already started angry soul, bored. To be honest though, I think the bored might be worse than angry. Yeah. What do you think? You had surgery? How did it go, Zalkar? I hope that it wasn't something serious. Or anyway, that whatever it was, that it went perfectly. went well, but it hurts. Your left leg is having screws inside. Are these the first screws that you have inside? I have many. I am a cyborg, a robot. So, yeah, we are the robots team now. Oh, the first. I see. I have them on my back, in my back, and in my jaws. Thank you for the follow, Hoshi. Nintang. Yeah, I mean, I had quite a few surgeries. I have yeah, as I sometimes I say, I have kind of an attitude to break myself. But only two of those involved screws, and I have to say that those are the most painful. Yeah. It's so I can thank you, Hoshi. It's so I can thank who follows me. But don't worry, you can lurk, you can hide. This community is made mostly by introverts, so. And me, I am the queen of introverts. I'm a social phobic, so. Yeah, don't worry, you can lurk, you can hide. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I will forget that you were here. Now I want to grab you. Yeah, I pin people only as punishment. When people don't behave. When humans don't behave, I pin them. Okay, thank you for the lurk. So, yeah, I fully understand also. Yeah, I think that of all the surgeries that I had, the ones involving screws were the most painful. Yes, the one in my back was the worst because I could actually feel. In my language, hear and feel are the same word, so sometimes I get confused. I could feel all of the screws in my back, but they didn't believe me. The doctors didn't believe me. Yeah. That's why my dad told me, you have to scream. You have to scream, you have to say that you have you can't bear the pain, and otherwise I won't listen to you. And I think that my dad was right. But all the men that were there in the same hospital, how you call that section, group of rooms, the ones for surgeries on the back. All the men they were just walking around, joking and stuff, all happily because they were full of morphine, and I was there. They didn't give me anything because they didn't believe me that I had pain. Karma. They deserve karma. Anyway, yeah, I hope to Rexons I will cross all my fingers so that you won't have experience screws. Salker, did they give you painkillers for a home stay? But wait, you're at home now, right? Or are you still there? Oh, okay, good, good, good. If you get the screws, you will tell them that Saul told me to get all the morphine they have. Yes. If you get screws, Rexons, and if you feel pain, scream. Scream. Don't do my mistake, cause I can bear the pain a lot, but that's not useful when you need painkillers. Thank you for the follow, Blue Demon. Ciao, Glumar. Hello. I'm not as strong as you. If I hurt, I can't hide it as well. You will start crying. That's perfect. That's the best, Rexons. The best for doctors to listen to you. That's good. Now, I have quite a few stories about my adventures in hospital, guys. And never... Was I ever being listened in hospital? I think only when I was a kid. But at the time, I was screaming. Yeah. So, guys, remember, if you, and I hope that you will never have to end up in hospital, and you feel pain, scream. Scream, or they want to listen to you. Falkler, thank you so much. Oh, so many spins. Thank you. 1,500 bits. This is 9 spins. Okay, let me add. Where is it? Spins in progress. Yes, in hospital. Usually, yes. Gonna lay down in bed, lurking. Need to put the leg higher. Yeah. Gonna let some spins here. Do them without asking if I'm here. Okay. For the FU gas prizes. Okay. Color-wise, yellow or pink. Okay. Double stuff, respin, except singing and reading. Perfect. I got the whole guide. Thank you, Soccer. Okay, so let's start spinning. Let's see. And I also have to add the points. Ew. Angry puppet fidget. It's not very angry. Angie? Oh. So 6 points. We also unlock it. The fish soul. There. So angry puppet fidget. This one. last night there was again a thunderstorm, but it wasn't as strong as the other day. Still, they said that from tomorrow temperatures will start to be hell again, and in some places the temperature will reach 44 degrees. 44, guys. I'm scared. And the worst will be during the weekend. I have to run away. I will have to run away. But Saturday morning I have a singing lesson. Oh, I forgot. Remember when I said how Morgana, my cat, is getting fluffier and fluffier? Because, I think I found, finally, I found the perfect food for hair. I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the difference. So let me send this to myself. Then we will do the second spin. Send this to myself. Send. Okay. So this was Morgana before. Oh yeah, let me get the image. But she didn't gain weight, guys. She's still very light in weight as a cat. But she is so fluffy. She's like Totoro, and then you will see now. Morgana Totoro. Properties. Are you ready? That's how Morgana was before. And This is how she is now. Do you see any difference? Huh? And that's only fluffiness. She didn't grow in weight. Well, maybe a tiny bit, but she's very light. You wanna put your head in it? She's very soft. I enjoy a lot her fluffiness. She's like a koala for me. To me, she gets angry now that I started working again. She calls me 'cause I'm not there with her, 'cause she wants to stay on me. But she's very good for stress relief. Okay, yeah. Let's do the second spin now. Oh, another fidget, okay. Medium puppet fidget. Yeah, so Morgana is very smart. I mean, most of the times. She's a huntress. The best cat huntress that I've ever saw. And the food that I found is wild something. It's all wild things. Small wild things. I don't want to think too much about them. So apparently, and all natural. The maximum natural possible. Sadly, it costs more than... It costs like 1 week of my food. But I'm happy that now she's at her best of her health. Cause if you don't remember or you weren't there, this summer Morgana felt sick, and I had to bring her to the vet. So it came out that she has some kind of allergy, but in case of cats, it's very hard to find the allergy, the reason. So they told me to, well, first of all, they gave her some medicine, and then they told me to try and change food. So it seems it is something related to that. Hello, Justin Flex. Another thing, if you don't know, pets. I use it to eat the same thing. As a human, you might think I want to give them variety, but variety could make them feel worse, could not be good for their health. Thank you, Justin Flex. So that's also why they explained it to me, to swap the food gradually. I will show you my full model. Moon Elf. I shouldn't step on my bed with the shoes on, though. But there is another thing. Because this is my earth aspect. I have a magical spell. This is my aspect from the moon. My original one. Thank you. I have a dragon there, the moon here. My earrings are always the same. These, my mom gave them to me. And then I have dragon on the jewel too. You feel like you know the accent? Do you wanna play a game? Usually we do this. You make one guess, and then I will tell you. I mean, if you were correct or not. If you were not correct, I will still tell you in which country my capsule from the moon landed. It's hard because I have a mixed lunar, mixed earth accent from the country where I landed. Only a few people were able to guess correctly. You can try though. Okay. Meanwhile, we do. No, there are. You can find some suggestions around here, but I can't give them to you. You have to guess according to my accent. So, meanwhile, I will do the third spin. Spin number 3. Do you confirm your choice? I know it. Just Inflex, okay, you joined the game. You guys have to tell me the country that you confirm for your guess. Inflex, do you confirm Russia? Hoshi? If you, how do you say? If you choose Asia, you have to choose one country, though. Sand instruments. Okay. Either Indonesian or somewhere around Europe. Choose one. Okay, Inflex is Russia. Hoshi? I will use the reverb now because these instruments are better with that. But I will lower. I want to lower the. Actually, with this, the volume is okay. Thailand, okay. We have Russia, Thailand. We are waiting for you, Hoshi. Reverb incoming. whose are you? Your guess is wrong. Hoshi. Your guess is wrong. Sorry, guys. It's really hard to guess. As I said, it's because I'm from the moon, so I have a mixed lunar accent. The other half of my accent comes from Italy. Italia. Syria, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Golden Kappa train. Italy, yes. How? That's Nintendo's fault, Hoshi. Thank you for the follow flex. We have also the healing instrument. Thank you, Syria. Thank you for the follow, Karen. Hoshi. You know, Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, South Korea, and France. But I would say Russia too now. These are the most popular guesses. These countries. France, Russia, from Europe, and then Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, South Korea. Okay, Hoshi. Thank you for the lurk. Let's do spin number 4 now. There. What is a golden Kappa train? Ah, to get that golden emote. Okay, let me drink. So, spin number 4. Guys, it's not easy to recognize the Italian accent because there's not simply a unique one. There are many Italian accents because this country was divided into realms until. Wait, how do you say it in English? Let me see. Me and English ears is always a pain. Oh, it's because it's divided. It's divided. Italy was divided into realms, many realms, until the 1861. So, considering history, pretty recent. Okay, we got a marker on paper. And each realm had its own language, so each realm had its own accent. So, yeah. There are around 37 or 38 different languages in Italy. It's very hard to recognize the accent. Don't worry, it's normal. And don't believe in Nintendo. The Mario accent, the Mamma Mia one. Anyway, I did some karaoke before playing. No, I did karaoke after I played. I decided to learn the song that Pratwell suggested me, Exodus, from the Wuthering Waves soundtrack. It will be a challenge because it's very hard. The range, I didn't check, but the range is very, very big. I could check. Exodus vocal range. Yeah, I know that it's not formally published, but usually Exodus, let's see. Maybe we can find the highest note. Highest note. So anyway, the original one. Wait, let me cast properly. I will mute myself. Okay, I was saying, so Wuthering Waves usually have different versions for their songs. So in Chinese and in English, the Chinese singer is extremely known for having a crazy vocal range. She has more than 3 octaves. Now, I don't think that song is 3 octaves, but maybe 2. Maybe 2. Okay. Let's do now spin number 5 for soul chord. Okay, we spin again because Salgo gave instruction to spin again unless it's singing or singing or reading. Okay. So spin. Hello, Andemin. How are you? Very angry puppet fidget. It has a softer side now. This is the angrier one. Notusualkat, thank you for the follow. Hermosa, thank you for the follow too. Ah, wait, it's not a follow. Hermosa is. Please speak in English and mean. Thank you. I could understand that sentence, but I don't know Spanish. I can understand something just because I know Italian. But the chat has to understand. All of us have to understand, okay? Thank you. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Titika. Permission to ask a riddle? What do you mean? Like, you would give me a riddle to solve? Thank you for the follow also, admin. The title was a mysterious story for me. Your model is so mysterious. Oh. My lore is also mysterious. You can find something about my lore in my YouTube channel. I have music videos there. I sing. Like, but hey, we are doing ASMR, so I'm gonna post a link on Twitch. Do not click on that if you prefer staying with this volume, cause that's the main song of my album. But that song, the genre is Japanese rock metal, and it starts immediately. Okay, so if you prefer to keep the volume as it is now, you can watch that later. This is my YouTube channel. You wrote a riddle because you were bored at work? Oh. Okay. I like riddles. Let's try. Meanwhile, let's do spin number. Spin number. Let me see. 6 for soccer. Spin 6. What do we get? Wow, we got all the puppet fidgets. I see. So your riddle is, let's see. I'm smooth and slippery, some might call me a clown. When out of my element, what does the riddle means? All around we are all born. Remember, can change any day. Oh. We are all born as member can change any day, unlike my peers are stay away from school. If I'm the dominant male, there is a small rule. Why the female dies in their place I shall take? If our eggs are timid and healthy, the least I will break. I hope that it's not what I think it is. Is it a safe? Is this a safe for the web riddle? Rectobus, tell me. Then you tell me. You tell me the answer. A clownfish. I want to check something first. Do you have another riddle? Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo, yeah, I watched it. I like that movie. But I think that my favorite character was what was her name? Nemo's friend. Finding Nemo. Nemo friend. Jill, maybe is it Jill? Let me see. Images? No. No, it wasn't Jill. It's the weird one, the funny one. That is Tad, maybe? Bubbles? Dory! Dory, yes. Dory was my favorite character. Dory. Yeah. Doritos. Okay, you gave me another riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Hmm. Let's see. Speak without a mouth, hear without ears. Not a body, you come alive. With wind, some kind of flower petals come alive in wind. Some flower come alive with the sun, not a body. But hear without speak, and hear without a mouth and ears. You come alive with wind. A type of wind, but a type of wind that make noises, but the ears part wouldn't. Wouldn't meet the requirement. Speak without a mouth, hear without ears. So it's still something living. Speak without a mouth. Could it be actually something not living, but the ears? A statue? Phew. Sorry. I have a second one incoming, but it's kinda stuck. Thank you. Come alive with wind. I think that I don't know. Tell me, what is it? Oh wait, maybe I could ask you suggestions? He's asking suggestions allowed in your game. For example, is it a living being or not or is it an echo? But what about the ears? And what about the wind? It's an echo, but the ears. Explain the hear without ears part. Where are the ears? And how can an echo? So the echo here because it replicates the shout. So that's what you mean, maybe. Okay, that makes sense. So it's like the echo can hear the voice, but the echo doesn't have ears, and then it replicates what was shouted. I see. Okay. It has no physical form, but you can hear it. Yeah. Oh, you found it online, I see. I like riddles. So this is the soft puppet video. shape it like a star. Yeah, it's very, very, very soft. Back to the daily programming. Wait. Stop there. Recto, did you tell me already that you're a programmer? Recto. I have a very bad memory, I'm sorry. Or maybe daily programming means something else. It's like doing your daily chores. I was curious because if Recto didn't tell me, you do. How did you still 3D modeling? I studied some 3D modeling too a long time ago though. I was asking you because this community has many many IT people. Wait, they explained to me that IT is not the correct way to say it in English. Technological, maybe. People working in the technological field. Hello, Mookie. There are many programmers here, myself included. 3D modeling. And can I ask you which software do you use? Oh, performance technician. I see. I'm a web developer. Performance of what? My 90% of my moderators are also programmers who work in the IT industry. Hoshi, you too? I don't do that on purpose, guys. It seems that I attract technological viewers, nerds. I love it. I am one too, after all. Oh, cars. Nice. So still nerd stuff. I have one viewer who loves playing racing cars games. I don't think that he is here. I thought he would love knowing that. Hello, Annette. Yeah, still nerd. You use a SolidWorks for modeling pipe and tube for all sorts of stuff. You help design a frame for a car. See? Everything is connected, guys. Thank you for the follow, Danilo. We have a lot of things connecting to each other here. Okay, let me do another spin now. This is spin number 7. I build those for people with too much money and not enough brains. I see. I have a okay, soft puppy fidget. I have a friend, not a friend actually. Well, yes, he was a friend, but you know, life happened. I changed city, so he also changed city. We are very far from each other, but in high school, I had a classmate who had, as a dream, he had to become a cars designer. But how they call it? The sports car or high-end cars, you know, like Ferrari. And he actually became one. He's pretty famous now, so I can't really say a lot. Trindle Cat Dog said. And I admire him because he how do you say, he didn't pass 1 year of the high school, so he then decided to change school, and he went to something that was focused on what he liked, his dreams. I admire him for that. He was very brave, and then he was able to realize his dream, to reach his dream. So you meet here too. You don't have a friend. That's kind of. Look, I'm very introvert, but I still have some friends. Few, but good. Yeah, I know. We are people with 0 lies and an introvert scale of Mount Everest. Yes. Currently doing basics on college. Oh, I'm interested in AI. Yes, I know, very controversial. Don't worry. Here you are safe. For programming, I also use AI. Actually, the company required that, but we have a different kind of understanding of AI. It's not like the AI that copy illustrations and make illustrations, music and stuff. It's for programming, and that kind was present since a while. Now it just got better. I'm interested in coding as an AI that gets sympathy from human beings. Oh, I see. So trying to recreate Pragmata. That's a very interesting project. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Big Bad Bob. Yeah. You know what I did with the eye? So I had a back problem, and I had a surgery, but I still have a lot of pain, chronic pain. I went to many doctors for like 2 or 3 years, but I wasn't taken seriously because they were all saying, yeah, but you had surgery, so everything should be okay now. Even though that surgery is a 50-50. I kept trying to get help from doctors. still nothing. All of them later said, yeah, no, it's impossible that you feel pain, or you only need to do some physiotherapy. Yeah, sure, I already did that. At the end, after 3 years of searching, because still I believe in science, so I believe that doctors in theory know more than me, of course, and I still believe that doctors know more than me. But the pain was really something, and I still wanted to find a solution. And I got angry. I got angry because they didn't believe me, and I knew that it was real. I'm also someone who is very stoic with pain. I'm very good at resisting. So I knew that the level of my pain was not normal. What I did was building a skill with Claude. With Claude Code, I built a skill to analyze my back. All the, MRIs, X-rays, blood tests and stuff that I did while I was trying to find the cause of my pain. And then I gave a lot of rules, of course, to that skill. For example, you can only search and base yourself to official medical international, because you could search even in other languages, of course. Search all the international medical official researches and see what you can find for my back pain, and many other rules, of course, because AI can say a lot of bullshit. So I gave it everything that I had, and it took me around I think a week to build the skill that I wanted. I immediately got the answer. I found out what I had. I found out the reason of my pain. So, first of all, this is why I will never say AI is bad. AI was here since before the generative AI that everyone is talking about now. Second, there are fields where AI is actually very useful. It improves many things like medical research. And then, of course, for coding, AI is good. I mean, coding is something that has always been open source, so everyone always share it, their code, and ask it. We only use it a different mean, which is forums, online forums. You would post your code and ask, hey, this isn't working, can you help me? And then others would just take your code and rewrite it in a different way, or give you other type of code and tell you, yeah, use this. And then you could even, and it's still happening, you share whole projects, and people, so that people can take them, and then they could study. For example, if they are new to programming, they could take them to study, or they could even make them better. So in this sense, AI for coding, I don't find anything wrong in this, because it's not that it steals. Programming is based on sharing. And yeah, again, there are fields like a medical field where AI is really good. And I am an example. I found out the reason of my chronic pain after building a skill with a Claude Code in 1 week, and the answer took a few seconds. Of course, when I got the answer, I went to a doctor, a specialized doctor in that, because it's a genetical syndrome, and not many doctors know it. And yes, it got confirmed. Of course, even if I'm positive in using AI for coding, you need to keep your brain. You absolutely can't believe whatever the AI will tell you blindly, because it does mistakes. You have to be like an editor. There is a difference between AI and search database. Yeah, I built it through AI, but you know how things are nowadays. People just hear AI and they will say it's evil because they lack the knowledge. Stack Overflow, yes. Stack Overflow times. Okay, let me do another spin. This is spin number 8 for Sulcor. So yeah, what I have is called funny things. Funny thing. It was discovered by an Italian doctor. Oh, and so it has an Italian name. Bertolotti syndrome. It's called. It's a genetical modification. Let's say you are born with the lower part of your spine connected to the first part of the sacral bones, basically. It becomes a syndrome when it gives you pain, plus other things. Okay, so targeted fuck you. Soccer said, in case we get this, to say it to the gas prices. Okay, we go. So, thanks to all the things happening right now, there are people who are evil and they're increasing certain prices, but not in an organical way. They just use what's happening around us as an excuse, and then they increase them even more. And I'm talking about you. Gas prices. This happens in my country too, but for Zalgar and for all the country where this is happening too, fuck you. Fuck you. And whoever is doing this, I hope that the energy type that you are using will get replaced soon, and that you will end up without a job. This is on behalf of all the people that are working hard to be able to live and survive. Fuck you. Okay. So trigger done. Let's do trigger spin. Let's do the last spin. ChatGPT, what is she talking about? I'm not smart enough. I'm doing soccer, dear viewer, both spins, and that spin is a targeted fuck you. Soccer is resting now, so it just gave me direction. And in case of this, I should have say F you to the gas prices. Okay, let me do the last spin now. Unless we get a double spin. Hello, Dumbity. That is me. I am increasing the price of my affections. based on my emotional state, which is only mildly related to the straight situation. Yeah, pencil sharpener. Oh, it's been a while. Soccer said, color-wise, yellow or pink. Okay. Let me see. The pencils, pink requires more sharpening. This one. So, AI to you is what we use it to fear about internet. Internet always use it in the right way, but I fear AI is being used in the wrong way. Yes. Which is why we are so conflicted. To be honest, Cal, we are fucked. It's not that we are conflicted. We are fucked. And it's exactly because of that. It's because AI is very powerful, a very, very, very powerful instrument. The thing is that, as with all the things, humans, they always try to use tools in the wrong way. Not wrong for them, of course, in the most egoist way, to get power, to get money. But the AI is so powerful that we are fucked because of this. The future is the future is a mess. The future will be a mess, complete mess. And I'm not talking only about people who will have to change job. There will be a lot of bigger things, global things that will happen. And the thing is that even starting from internet, countries didn't care, and now it's too late to control, as in not in the evil way, to not let people do evil things thanks to internet. That's what I mean. People nowadays will do just anything that they want, no matter how evil that is. And we are at a point where it's too late. So this is for internet. Now imagine with AI. I love these gas prices. I get to drive 30 minutes to work. Oh my. 30 to school, 30 to your other school, 30 home. You have to fill up weekly. Oh my. The straight situation isn't even necessarily driving process. It's one of, let's say it's the last hit, at least for your country. For mine is a big hit, and considering the people, how the many, let's not generalize, there are also good people, and hopefully it's the majority. But for the gas prices, my country has always been full of scammers. So they say, yeah, we have to increase, but it will be only temporary, and then the prices will go down. Do you think that happened? No, the prices just stay the same, and the only change that happens to the gas prices in this country is going up. Yep, I hope we can unfuck ourselves somehow. we would need the people to learn a critical thinking first of all. But on BT, I can already tell you, even where I work, there are people who should not touch AI, not even with a stick. I can already tell you. Back to Joy and Wincy. I'm not hitting the pencil. I have a very cute pencil sharpener. It's shaped like a cat's paw, 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 paw. Hand. Wait, what is that? The virginity thing that was blowing up last month. It's a very cute pencil sharpener, this one. So yeah, I think as for the generative AI, this is my opinion. There is a big problem of consent, first of all, and I'm talking about illustrations, music, books, even books. All of these creative things, art basically, all the things related to art. In my opinion, AI shouldn't touch those. And if it's not possible, at this point I think that it's not possible to not allow AI to feed on other people's creativity without consent, I mean. Because I'm pretty sure that there are countries that won't give a fuck about morale. At least there should be a system that is like a copyright. Is it copyright? It basically works like music. So, first of all, artists should be able to say, okay, you can use my work to train AI, but there should be a monetary return for the artist. It's like in music basically, Spotify, whatever, you know. You sing, you have a song, someone makes the song for you, and people listen to that, and part of the money that the song generated goes to every artist. Yes, I know. Yeah, I got to music too. I know. Okay. Is this called dark humor? The music in my country is so shitty and full of autotune that sometimes I think that I hope that I will all get fucked with AI music. Those people. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad, but in my country, the music industry is pretty much ruined by people that only want money. So they only take I don't know, influencer or whatever, and whoever can get the money easily basically, and they put auto-tune on their voice and that's it. So the songs are always all the same, all shitty, and this has been going on since so many years that now the average person is not able to recognize if someone is a good singer or not. Even my sister told me she dared to send me a song, a so-called song by one of these performers that use tons of autotune. And since I actually study singing and I work hard to improve, I told her, no, not this one. And she told me, but he is a good singer. Yeah. And then there is this that happens sometimes in concerts. They now use autotune live on microphones, because of course these dumb basses don't know how to sing, so yeah, they can record, of course, and then put autotune after. But what about concerts? So now they use autotune in the microphone live, but sometimes the autotune doesn't work. And that's when the public get outraged and they get shocked because, but you don't know how to sing? So because of this, because of how this industry is ruined in my country, sometimes I hope that these mafia people, because it's all a mafia here, sadly, about music, I hope that I will get fucked with AI music. It will still make me very sad because I'm still for studying music, the real music, making real songs. Can we get the pencil and sharpener out? I want to hear it. The unsharpener, sorry, I think that it broke. Okay, so we finished with the spins. I will remove this. We have to do fish soul and then the healing musical instrument. How we drink. Some people just suck at singing so much that autotune can't save them. Well, yeah, if you, but many actually, at least in the radio here, you can, if you know just a little bit, you don't need to be able to sing good, but if you studied a bit, you can recognize who can't sing, because autotune is also, it's like it was born as just a normal effect. It was not born to correct people notes. That was just a side effect, let's see. But then people saw the side effect and decided to forget how to study. So as soon as a voice becomes metallic, it means that that person didn't hit the note. So you can understand who really can't sing at all and who can sing and is just using autotune to make things a bit smoother. Because, guys, even singers that we know as legendary good singers nowadays are using autotune. Like Ariana Grande, for example. She's such a good singer, but her songs have autotune. You just don't hear it a lot. You don't not hear it. You don't recognize it. It's hard to recognize because she is very good. But then all those, in my country at least, trap songs, so-called trap. It's not really trap. It's fake trap. it's it's how can I say? It's it's bad, and you can see, you can hear immediately that I don't know how to sing, that I didn't even try to learn. From Goethe to Goethe, yeah. There is a test message to see which person I am on the bottom of your screen. Ignore. That's. Look, Rectobus, there was an update today, and if you type climb, the command climb, and the target, you can climb on top of someone. For example, I will climb on top of Dombey T. What? Someone who did climb on top of me? Rexon? Oh, okay, we're gonna make a tower. There. There will always be people who appreciate artists like you. Thank you. I'm not an artist, though. I mean, I'm studying, and I release some songs, covers, and but actually, yeah, it's going better with the notes. My teacher told me that I am a lot more in tune, let's say, than before. We take a lot less multiple takes when we record a song. You don't exist on screen. Did you type the command hide? Make a tempo. If you hover. Wait, was it unhide? Maybe it was unhide. Unhide. Then type something. I'm not sure if you also need to have or maybe you have to pick a character. But in theory there is the default one. Let me check. Channel. Also, I would do fish soul now. With a reverb. Rectopus. If you go in my about page tab, you should see stream avatars there, and you should be able to choose your avatar. In theory, should be the baby dragon as a star. can try to give you. Maybe. Maybe that's why. Thank you for the follow, Magma Dragon. Hello, Sprite. Yeah, it's a safety measure on Twitch. The phone verification. It's against the bots. Yeah, it's Rectopus. Maybe it's because you are from the phone. Maybe. Oh, I see you actually. Look. Yeah. This is you. I see. Yeah, but let me remove the reverb. Sorry, guys. I was saying, Sprite. So maybe you can try to do the phone verification. Now we have the healing musical instrument, okay? I would think. Yeah, we can try to make a tower. Come here, guys. Climb on us. Ah. I see. Let me check the options. Let me see if there is something that I can do. So, wait. My phone verification is off. I only have the email verification for accounts that are new. So maybe it's a global Twitch thing now. Yeah, my phone verification is off. Thank you for the follow, Medioff. I'm good, thank you. I hope the same for you. Yeah, so if it's happening on every stream, Sprite, it's probably a global Twitch thing. You got your Gmail verified, you got a phone verification left. Maybe it's a bug. I can only confirm you that I don't have the phone verification. Yeah, 6-7 points. 6-7. Hey guys, you aren't using my awesome widget that I created, I programmed, so I will do it. Ask the oracle. What can I ask though? What can I ask? I don't know. Will Morgana become even bigger? Oh, reverse it. This goes better than you fear. Slower than you would like. Wait, she will become a dinosaur? Stop checking on it and go do something else. Guys, Morgana will become big like a dinosaur. For who doesn't know, earlier I showed the difference. So Morgana is my cat, and I changed her food some months ago, and she's very big now, but big as in fluffiness, because she's still, I think, around 2 kilos and a half. So I will show you again the difference. So Morgana, this, when did I take this? Like 1 year ago, almost. Thank you for the follow, Fetter. This was, I think, 1 year ago. And today, I took this picture. Hello, Endless. Yeah, I play Wuthering Waves, but I also play other games and do ASMR and sing and do reactions. So, yeah, this was Morgana around 1 year ago. Morgana, today I took a picture of her. When I tell you guys that Morgana is now Totoro, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, wait, this is big. Morgana is now like this, and it's all fluffiness. Yeah, see, she is so big. But she's not fat. She just, her fluffiness increased by a lot. Okay, Sprite. Very, very fluffy, yes. Look at her. She has the Totoro shape now. So, according to the oracle, it will happen slowly, and I can't stop it, and I should just mind my business. I'm fine with Morgana becoming even more fluffier. You see behind there, that's the net, the cover that I had to put on the balcony to protect birds from hair. Not fat, just fluffy, yes. Soon enough, she will look like that gray cat from the first Kung Fu Panda movie. Thank you for the follow. Floor 689. Why does the fluffiness make the cat thick? Is because she has. So cats have a different kind of hair, fur. Her type of fur is called cotton type, and this is why she looks so big. Cause even when she loses hair, fur, it happens very rarely, and when it happens, she loses it in balls, and it really looks like balls of cotton. So I think that it's because of that, because it has a very big volume. While the granny cat and the granny cat sister, they had a different kind of fur, and it was a pain because it was everywhere. The granny cat is here. Where is it? Wait, where is the scene? Oh, here. The granny cat is the one down there. She was already old there, so she was very tiny. Thank you for the follow, Ratzaur. Very tiny there. Yeah, my dog anyway is the one that loses the most hair, fur. I didn't know. I thought that cats would be the worst in losing hair. No, it's dogs, guys. It's dogs. Okay, I will do the healing musical instrument now. Some artists drew you and Morgana like Ghibli Totoro art. That would be so cool. Okay, I will use the reverb for these two. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay. Soul in a cave. The dinner is ready. I didn't make dinner. It's like a tube, and there is a wooden block under it. Tube, T as in television. Tube. Okay. I think that it's time to read. Oh, it's time to read a mysterious story. But I would like something mysterious. Although I only have a horror scene for this. Let me see. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, yeah, for example, yeah, unsolved mysteries could be. But I don't want to. No. These are all real. I mean, really sad stories. So no. Oh, maybe this mysteries. Oh. Okay, how long is this? Perfect. Okay. I found one. I don't think that it's horror, it's mysterious. I'm really sorry though, I don't have a mysterious scene, so we have to go into a horror one. Where is it? Okay. Let's go. So, this is a story from the non-murder mysteries on Reddit by Mira GRX. The title of this story is The Green Children of Woolpit. Who were the mysterious children who appeared in medieval England speaking a language no one around them understood? Let's start. Sometime in the 12th century, during harvest season, villagers near Woolpit in Suffolk reportedly encountered two children, a boy and a girl, whose appearance was strange enough to become one of medieval England's most enduring mysteries. According to the chronicler William of Newburgh, the children had green-colored skin, wore familiar clothing, and spoke a language the villagers could not understand. They initially refused the food offered to them and seemed desperate with hunger until they were shown freshly harvested beans, which they ate eagerly. Wait, is this a story that... You know, there is that fairy tale about the bean that grows so big that it goes into the sky? I wonder if this mysterious story of old England inspired that. So anyway, eventually they began eating other foods. Their green coloration gradually disappeared, and they learned the local language. The boy, however, became ill and died. The girl survived. And this is where the story becomes much stranger. Once she could communicate, the girl reportedly said that she and her brother came from a place called St. Martin's Land, where Christianity was practiced, but the sun did not shine as it did in England. She described their homeland as existing in a kind of perpetual twilight, with a brighter country visible beyond the large river. Oh, does she come from a parallel world, where the sun doesn't bright like here? She said that she and her brother had been tending their father's animals when they heard bells. Guys, they heard the bells, so yeah. We have some background sound. What makes the story particularly interesting? Oh, okay, she said that she and her brother had been tending their father's animals when they heard bells. Somehow, after following the sound, they found themselves near a wool pit. What makes the story particularly interesting is that it was not preserved only as later folklore. Two medieval chroniclers, how do you pronounce this? Chroniclers? People who make chronicles, okay? William of Newburgh and Ralph of Coggeshall recorded versions of the event, although their accounts differ in some details. There are several possible explanations. The children may have been displaced foreigners whose language sounded completely unfamiliar to rural English villagers. Malnutrition or illness has often been suggested as an explanation for their unusual complexion. Their story about a twilight land could have been misunderstood, mistranslated, or gradually transformed as it was retold. No, guys, I have a theory for this. Twilight Land. They are young. What if they come from the northern Europe, where the sun is... It's not that the sun is different there, but the light is shorter than here. There are not as many days of light, and there are also days of many hours of night. Maybe they were from the northern Europe. So, okay, another possibility is that a real encounter with two lost children became mixed with medieval folklore, producing the extraordinary story that eventually reached the chronicle, the people who make chronicles. Okay, but some details remain difficult to fit neatly into any one explanation. Their unfamiliar language, their strange diet, the description of their homeland, and the fact that the story was considered remarkable enough for medieval historians to record. Yet why they only ate beans? I don't think that in Northern Europe they would just eat beans. So what do you think happened at Woolpit, where they simply lost the children from an unfamiliar community whose story became distorted? Or is there something in the medieval accounts that remain genuinely difficult to explain? So the sources are from William of Newburgh. Oh, this is in Latin, okay? The title of his book. Historia Rerum Anglicarum, Book 1, Chapter 27. And the other person who made chronicles, Ralph of Coggeshall, from Chronicon Anglicanum. Oh, guys, did you know about this story? Do we have any viewer from the UK that might know it? Let me go back. 2 children, green skin, speaking a language that no one understood or recognized, and only eating beans. Coming from a land where the sun shines in a different way. I don't know. I still think that they might have come from, Northern Europe. Maybe there was a difficult time and for their family, so maybe they only ate beans. Still, they said that their father had animals. Maybe they were vegetarians. Who knows? Do you have any theory? Hello, Mimiter. How are you? I will drink. Water. Guys, remember to drink water. Not too much. The one that you need. The one that humans need. So it's minimum 1 liter and a half. As I sometimes say, do not believe the stories of you have to drink as much water as possible, because too much is also not good for your health, huh? There are people who didn't end well because they drank too much water. All good? Nice. Okay, let's change trigger. You see the triggers, right, guys? Yeah, okay. They are there. Hello, Killing. Let's use this trigger. Also, maybe I should. How do you say? It's not clean. It's not to make order. Basically, I all my triggers here on the desk are all around, all over the place, all over the desk. How do you say in English that you have to Make order. Because make order is the literal translation from my language. We say make order. I don't think that's the correct one in English. And I don't think that it's organized either. Let me see. Oh, tidy up, maybe? It's not clean though, because it's not that there is dirt. It's that I put them all over the desk. So tidy up, I think. The clutter. I think that it's tidy up the desk. Hello, Meownable. Hello. How do I pronounce your name? Meownable? Well, I have another picture of Morgana. Wait, I forgot. But she's still fluffy, but the fluffiness is better in the other picture. Okay, send it. But here you can see the roundness of her face. Let me get it. Today's theme is cats. Look. Little lion. So she looks angry, or yeah, but she was actually purring at me. She was happy. But she has a resting beach face. So she was yeah, she was happy that I was there, and she was purring, and then she came to me. I have a lot of pictures where she's actually purring, but she looks mad. But I love them. The cloud approaches you, yeah. I think that in winter she will be very useful when I sleep, because when I sleep she likes to lay on my back, so she will help me with the cold, I guess. I sleep on my stomach, that's why she can do that. What did I dream last night? Saribot. Nice, Saribot. Also, let me. Can we. Can we bond this? Yeah, Gloomer, right. Usually doesn't happen here, but Saribot caught it immediately. But let's also ban. Wait, you can see that because you're a moderator, right? Here. Because of 7TV. Was that from 7TV? Stomach sleepers are insane. Why? You also see it? Wait, what? 7TV shows you messages that are deleted or banned? What? Really? Then I'm not sure if I should use 7TV. Is it a setting or... You can turn it off, but I can turn it off for everyone. Or is it personal? Ah, I see. For once, that 7TV wasn't bugged. Personal, you as the streamer have no control over what settings people have. Maybe... But maybe I can put a... Maybe there is some settings for the chat directly? Although I'm not sure. Like, if there is a setting that doesn't allow people to spam or use hashes, but how that will act? Will it prevent them to type, or they can still type it, but then it will be deleted because that wouldn't help? Only settings you can use is what channel emotes you want. I see. And but I type it on Twitch though. They didn't use 7TV. Because when you sleep on your stomach, you will hear your heartbeat. No, I don't. I don't hear it. Maybe because I have Morgana pouring and covering that. Yeah, me too. Me neither. I also don't think that there is one. I don't know. I have to think if I should really keep 7TV or not. You saw a channel where the chat was trained to use a clean emote the moment they saw something wrong, so it gets away from chat. Yeah, but from what I see, Saribot cleaned it. But then you told me that you still see it. because of 7TV. Do I have a heartbeat? Yes, I do. Yeah, I lay face down. I mean, how would I be able to sleep face down? How would I be able to? Yeah, I have my arms bent under me and my... I'm basically like Dracula, but upside down, okay? That's how I sleep. Wait, upside down or turn it it's like Dracula, but on my stomach. You don't see it on Twitch, not using 7TV. Sorry about it, deleted it really quickly. Yeah. So the main problem is that setting on 7TV, and we can't control it globally. Yeah, my neck feels pain if I sleep on my stomach and I turn my face. You can let chat span the channel until it gets scrolled so far up it gets deleted. Only thing you can do is, if user use the 7TV setting. I see. Let's do a search. Yes. But my forehead is on the pillow, so that my face is not I'm not suffocating. There is the angle. Wanjan, thank you so much for the sub. Exactly, so I can breathe. But sometimes I woke up and I found myself sleeping in very weird positions, like sleeping on my stomach, but my legs are up 90 degrees. And I was just sleeping like that. But me and my sisters we all have weird habits while sleeping since we were kids. Cactus pose. Yeah. Let me add a point here. My elder sister, she would talk in ancient Greek and Latin. My twin, she was always angry, and she would say a lot of swear words. And she also walked while sleeping through the whole house, while they told me that I would speak in... Oh yeah, talking about the English mysterious story. My sisters told me that I also spoke while sleeping, but I spoke in a language that I didn't understand. and then I would also move, but I would still stay close to the bed, so I would just end up sleeping on the floor near the bed, using the carpet as a blanket, or sleeping near the bed, but between my bed there was a very small space between my bed and my twin bed. Yeah, when we were kids, it was a bit of a trouble for my parents. Hey, one night, me and my twin, we literally saved my elder sister because she was so it was a bunk. My twin and my elder sister were sleeping in a bunk bed. My elder sister was on the top. So, but one night she was speaking in Greek, whatever, and me and my twin we woke up from that. But then she rolled, and she rolled outside the bed. So we grabbed her, and we made them roll inside again. That was scary. Yeah. Her speaking in ancient Greek while sleeping made us being able to save her. Already doing your French duties during your sleep. True, maybe it was French. Maybe I was speaking in French. Do you have or did you have as a kid some weird habits while sleeping? Somehow I managed to drape my covers over myself in my sleep when I wanted to sleep, not under the covers. You mean that you did like a mem eater burrito? None that I am aware of. I see. But this happened a few years ago, actually. I think that it was for the stress. It was a very awful period of my life. So I think the stress might affect your sleeping habits. That was scary. Basically, one night I woke up. But I woke up that I was standing next to my bed. And I was hugging my pillow. That was so scary, guys. That was so scary. And I have no idea what did I do where I went. Your sister used to sleepwalk and sit on the stairs. Yeah, my twin. My dad. This is a bit embarrassing, but it's also funny. My dad one day he told us that he had to go to the toilet, and he was almost doing his things when my twin sleepwalked there, and she just sat in front of him while he was about to do his thing. Yeah, he had to now move by. Very likely. I can also sleep standing up sometimes. Isn't that scary? But it's it's rather scary if you wake up while you are sleepwalking. They say that you should never wake up someone that is sleepwalking because it can be traumatizing. You should just try to direct them to the bed. Thank you for the follow, Joan DiCaprio. You're exercising your legs, at least. Yeah, but if you have a balcony, it can be kinda dangerous. For you, it's a practiced art. What do you mean? Did you do something special? Yeah, indeed, Wanjon. And also, well, we don't do that here, but in certain countries, they do not close the doors with the key when they go to sleep. So people that sleepwalk, they can just open the door and exit the house. That also can be very dangerous. There is this content creator, but now I think that she does more like horror videos. So I like her even more for that. She's called, is it Selena Spooky Boo? She became famous because she started uploading recordings of her sleepwalking habits. Guys, she is so fun. She is so fun. She farts a lot though. Yeah, I warn you. She farts a lot while she sleeps. But she's so funny. She's with Selena Spooky Boo. Is this her name? Selena Myers. Yeah, Selena Spooky Boo. Sleepwalking. You should watch her, guys. Iconic sleepwalking clips compilation. My Sleepwalking Chronicles. I love her also because she takes this in a like ironic, positive way, you know, because it's very dangerous. It might be, but luckily she lives with her boyfriend, so her boyfriend knows that he should keep a look on her when she does this, because she opened the door and she goes into the garden, and there is also a street, a road in front of the garden, so it might be dangerous. And there, I mean, this happens during nighttime, so there might be some weirdos walking there, especially if they know that she has this problem. Also, even if it was traumatizing, wait, you can stand up and sleep on command. Please teach me how to sleep on command, my meter. Teach me, I need it. Also, even if it was traumatizing, someone's physical safety is more important than the fact that they're scared. That's, yeah. But if you can choose, if it's not dangerous, then try to direct them to the bed. You never lock the doors when you're inside the house? Really? Really? I always lock them. And that didn't happen long ago. Remember, guys? It was a few weeks ago. I wrote on Discord. I don't remember if I wrote it live or if I wrote it after it happened. There was actually someone that was trying to open the door here. It was night, and then of course my dog is not a guard dog. It's like the most friendly dog ever, and he will probably try to be kind even to a rock. So anyway, did nothing. So yeah, I heard this sounds from outside the door, the entrance of the apartment. So I went there, and I tried spying through the little hole that we have, you know, to see who is outside. It was completely dark. There was no light. Turn it on. So that was even more scary. Indeed, my meter, if you don't lock the door, someone could come inside. Well, I guess that it depends on how the door is. Actually, I think that my door is the anti-thief, whatever, double door and stuff. If you close it from inside, just close it. You can't just open it out from outside because it doesn't even have a handle. You need a key to open that. Still, people could use those fake keys and whatever to open that easily. So I use the key to turn it off, to close it. But you know what I say, there is no door that can't be unlocked. But maybe if you are sleepwalking, then that's enough to protect the sleepwalker from going outside. Yeah, so weird habits while sleeping. Talking in an apparently unknown language. Moving around the bed. Oh yeah, I'm violent. When I went to some school trips with my classmates, they told me that either I was looking like I was dead, but if they touched me, I would throw kicks and punches. Leave the introvert alone. I was a trap. I was a trap basically, standing still as if I was dead, and then they would dare to touch me. Attack! Soul trap. You can believe that. I'm more scary when I sleep. Yeah, got that door too. Recently locked myself out. Oh no. While I was out in the stairwell, you forgot the keys. In your bathroom. No fun. Then how did you save yourself? How did you solve that situation? Here usually you give copies of keys to family members or very trustworthy neighbors. One time my cats woke me up by scratching on my bedroom door, and I was so confused because I was having a dream about me being attacked by a fish. Oh my, it was as weird as it sounds, yeah. So it's those times where you're dreaming about something and it synchronizes perfectly with what's happening in the real world, right? And then you wake up. There is that moment, few seconds, when you're about to wake up, that you are in this middle world. You are half in the dream and half in reality. And in that moment, in those seconds, things might become really weird. Especially when there is this synchronization of sounds. I know that I dreamt one of those dreams last night, but I can't remember. A building, people that I know in real life, but in the dream it was them, but it wasn't them. It's like it was a different life for them and me, but we were still us. And I think that I already went into that dream, that building. My mother has spare keys. Thing is, I didn't remember my mom's phone number. Of course, you had to go in a bathrobe off the top of my head, so I had to call my uncle. Okay. Who is your number? You googled through the phone of your neighbor. Hey, that still is a very good solution that you found, Sublive. A lot better than having to go out in your bathrobe to your mom. Well, that was a good solution, though, yeah. A lot of phones. Do you know if you watch Korean dramas? In South Korea, they have doors, very technological doors, and you don't use keys. In South Korea, they don't use keys. They don't have to bring keys with them, not only for how their house doors, but also for their cars. They use different systems, more technological. So they have like a numpad for the house door, and they use a code, basically like how we do on our phones. And as for cars, is that like a button that recognize? Let me see. Yeah, well, now they also use smartphones, but before that, there was something else. Biometrics, yeah. Fingerprint, so it was fingerprint recognition. Before that, yes. I remember my Korean teacher. She told me that a thing that she hated while living here was that she had to bring this huge and very heavy keyring full of keys. While in South Korea, she didn't use any key. Thank you for the follow, Rim. You have seen a car that unlocks with a person's fingerprints. Yeah, that's what they used in South Korea, but now also phones. You're dead at one for a while. What if you lose your phone, though? Or if your phone breaks? I think that I would be still more for the fingerprints technology for certain things. You might lose your phone, it might get stolen, it might break, and then what do you do? Buy another one. Yeah, but what do you do with while you're there? What if it happens during the night? You're stuck there. You will sleep on the road. And this is actually something that I thought about last week when I went to a vacation, because, and this is a thing that I really don't like, but they make me use my phone for work stuff, and I really hate it. So authenticators, apps, and no emails, I refuse. Fuck you. I don't want to see any email from work when I'm not working. So while I was on vacation, At a certain point, the screen of my phone, it looked like it stopped working. Like I couldn't see shit, whatever I did. And then I was like, what the heck? What can I do? Because without my authenticators, I literally cannot work from my computer at home. What do I do? What do I do? Then luckily, it was not broken. It was a bug. I think that it's an iPhone bug with the light, because it was very bright outside, and the phone turned the brightness to 0, but it was just black. And only when I was inside a restaurant, this happened twice. It became normal after I entered the restaurant, and then after I entered my room. But it's a bug, I think. But I also have the setting to change the brightness of the phone according to the light outside. I have it turned off. So I hope that I will fix that. That sounds exactly like my college, yeah. That's why I always try to keep multiple levels of safety. Yeah, tell that to my company. Or not try to centralize things too much. Yeah, they have everything centralized. And if I lose my phone or it breaks, I cannot work. I also don't have all my keys on one chain, since if I were to lose it, I close it all. I'd lose it all. Yeah. I absolutely hate authenticators. I would rather have fingerprints, eye recognition, facial face, how do you say it, recognition, than having to have something on my phone all the time. So who wants some vacation obsessed sleep bed? Yeah. You need an assistant that can carry your stuff? No, I just don't want any authenticator. A phone authenticator, I mean. Of course, double, how they call it? Double authentication nowadays is kind of necessary. But we need to find a better way that doesn't involve phones. I would need to have a second phone where I only have authenticators and everything there, and I should keep it in a safe or whatever. Yeah, I'm totally not an anxious person, guys. Thank you for the follow, Trozix. Don't you guys have fun, Blizzard? Yeah, I mean, there are still many apps, games, websites, whatever, that still use the phone authentication, but the old one, the one that sends you a code. Actually, Twitch uses that. Twitch uses that too, and that's bad. That doesn't work very well if hackers know their job. Honestly, I prefer app over like SMS authentication. Yep. Since if you ever change your phone number, it becomes a hassle. Yeah, but still, if you lose your phone, you're fucked. So believe. I prefer the old system, or the facial recognition directly on the device that you need or that you have. I await the day I can finally delete the Authenticator app when I know for sure I won't need it anymore. Yeah, I have so many now, so many. Like for work, there is not one but two. You hate facial recognition? Why? Because if you slept badly, it doesn't recognize you. Yeah, mine does that when I wake up in the morning. Many times I have to do it twice. Why do you hate facial recognition? Or are you scared of the privacy, whatever? But privacy, guys, we already don't have it. Yeah, it's an invasive technology. Hobo. It's too late. We are already watched. If governments want to know something about us, I mean, even WhatsApp, for example, now. I think that if you write certain things on WhatsApp, then they can, they know it, especially if you are not in Europe, because in Europe there are more strict rules about privacy, but things are getting worse here too. Biometrics are sensitive, unlike a password you can't change. You can't change it if your data gets breached. Yeah, but Mimitter, there are different kind of levels of biometrics. For example, iPhones have a way better facial recognition system, more safe than Android, because it's like 3D, while Android is 2D, so you can only need a picture of the person to unlock, while on iPhones it's 3D, so you need the person, so that's harder to get. How do you call it? It has a special name. iPhone facial recognition different from Android. That's also how Discord was fucked, because they used the facial recognition that is not like the one on iPhones. True depth camera system with an infrared camera, flood illuminator, and a dot projector that casts over 30,000 invisible dots to build an accurate 3D depth map of your face. While most Android phones use a standard front-facing camera for 2D photo matching algorithm, so that's not very safe. You only need a picture. Hot take, I'd rather a malicious hacker at my data than any government. What if they are the same thing, Mimitter? I'm pretty sure that governments have a lot of hackers. I think that there is not just government anywhere anymore. And the Western ones are worse. That's the same reason Tesla is unsafe. Tesla, the almighty Elon Musk, INTJ genius, whatever, that he thought that he knew programming and how Twitter worked when they only showed him basic stuff. 2D image processing, whereas the others use LiDAR 3D. I don't like him either. I don't like him either. It was funny though when he boasted on X how, hey, the programmers at X explained me how X work, and now I know. And it was just the basic scheme. But only programmers would understand how stupid that was, and that they basically trolled him. Germany has recently drafted a law which enables intelligence services to spy on your, or even the doctor visits. What's the goal? Why? And the reason? Why doctor visits? Why does intelligence service why they would need to spy on doctor visits? I mean, I wouldn't understand it if it was yeah. I mean, it would be logical if it was the government, if you are in a country that, for example, pay when you're sick leaves, and then they suspect you. It's still bad for privacy, and they suspect you that you are not saying the truth. But intelligence services? Let me see. Germany, why does intelligence services why do need to spy doctor visits? Doctor-patient confidentiality exists for a reason. Yeah. Let's see. The security justification. Hybrid threats. Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt and other officials argue that aggressive foreign interference, sabotage, and cyber espionage require giving agency like the Federal Office for the Protection of the Constitution active operational capabilities. This is not the reason though. Maybe business or medical premises. Yeah, but why? Hey, I asked why, but it just went around the bush. Bush. But why? I see. So guys, the reason is this. It's not like they want to see your x-rays and whatever. They say that they want to be able to intercept conversations inside the places like doctors' offices, because terrorists, spies, and extremist targets intentionally use these highly protected spaces as safe zones to conduct illegal businesses. So, thank you for the follow, Ace Up North. They say High-level targets of domestic security agencies are fully aware that doctors, lawyers, and clergy enjoy strong legal confidentiality protections under German law. Well, this is, I think, an European thing. Because intelligence agencies have historically been barred from wiretapping, so it's not about knowing your medical informations, it's about listening. Well, of course, if you talk about them, you will know about them, but it's because people use these places to organize terrorism and stuff. Wow. Thank you for the follow, Kaifer and Dragon Phaeton. It wouldn't be a routine monitoring just for serious threats, but I fear if they push this through, it will enable further restricting laws in the future. Yeah. Let's see. In severe cases involving espionage, far-right or far-left extremism, and state-backed sabotage, the targets themselves might be professionals within these systems. Wait, they think that doctors might be part of these groups too? Well, yeah, they could be. I mean, we shouldn't be shocked by anything at this point. Security officials argue that if a doctor, medical staff member, or a regular visitor to a specific clinic is actively involved in a terrorist cell or a hostile foreign intelligence ring, the agency must be able to track their operations regardless of where they take place. Look at the point, at the place where we are now. That's so bad. Not even at the doctor we can be safe. We all know that's just surface level reasoning. Anyway, they will definitely spy on way more patients than just to find serious threats. All intelligence services are fishy. Yeah, as with everything, Sublive, as with everything, sadly, humans use tools also for their own gain. We actually talked about this at the start of the stream, even though we were talking about AI. For example, yesterday I read a very, very shocking story, guys, that happened in the UK. And it's shocking because the evil ones were firefighters. Guys, firefighters. I would never believe that firefighters would do something like that. So what I did was they took pictures, male firefighters. They had their own WhatsApp group or whatever, and these firefighters took pictures of dead women that they saw during their operations, and they would comment, mock, and judge on their underwear. So I'm not surprised anymore if even doctors would be terrorists at this point. Yeah. You know what's worse, Hobo? You know what's worse? Is that police did the investigation. But in the investigation, they didn't even check the phones of these firefighters. So they decided that there was not proof that it happened, not enough proof. And instead, they investigated properly, no, actually not properly. They investigated a woman who denounced this. Her phone, they took her phone, and she was fired. Yeah. So this is also why I say that we are fucked, guys. We are fucked. Yeah. So yeah, it's by itself is bad, very bad, that intelligence services are asking to have access to doctors' places and to be able to wiretap them. By itself is bad. But if we think about it, if we think about where we are now, how people have become, in a logical sense, not in a moral sense, but in a logical sense. Sadly, that makes sense. Sadly. Bury your gold stockpile canned food. Gold now, wait. I think the gold now is very, very valuable, right? Don't they say that gold is like always, it's like stable, always safe. The only safe for the only safe stock. Did you hear the story from the doctor from America in the 80s who did the things to his daughter and female patients? I didn't, but it's not the only one. Klumar. You understand the logic that doesn't make it right. Yeah, indeed. Indeed, Obo. And this make it all so sad. It makes it also sad. It's like having to choose between one evil and another. Oh shit, it's like that dream that I had. the dream where I was riding a dragon, and I had to bring a magical stone to a sacred mountain, and only when I reached the mountain, the mountain told me that I had to choose between sacrificing 10,000 souls to save the world, or not sacrificing them, but then the world would end. That was quite a dream, I'd say. Yeah, I think that we are at this point, guys, where more often than ever, people, they have to choose between one evil and the other, hoping to choose the one that is less evil. Minus 10K. We need a public autocracy. I use that. You wonder how big 10,000 is? Wait, what are you talking about? Why Stream Element is not oh, because it's bugged, I don't see. The less evil is when people give me cookies and headbuds. Yeah. Cookies and headbuds are good. Chocolate cookies, even better. I actually like a lot headbuds, even though I'm an adult. But only a very restricted circle of people, you also say that in English, can do that, is allowed to do that to soul. Of course it always happened and will always happen, so bad how it sounds. Okay, lovelies, I shall be heading off now. It's been an adventure today. Have a nice rest of the day, Rectal Boss. Sorry, but my ASMR stream are always kinda nerd. I mean, the theme might be psychology, technology, philosophy, society, whatever nerd thing you can think about. We also talked about space, the theory of parallel worlds, whatever. Yeah. It's always nerd stuff. And food. Although today we didn't talk a lot about food. Usually we yap about nerd stuff in between triggers and spins, and then we end with food. We approve of nerdery. Me too. Me too. But I also have to go walk my doggo soon. You love space. Me too. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Did you read the news that they found a planet that is very similar to Earth, but a lot bigger, and it's only like around 84 light years from Earth? You love that wait, what is the JWST? This galaxy is forming too early. Yeah, I read about that 2 days ago. Found Earth. They called it, is it this? From which day is this article? Oh, okay, I read it yesterday, but it was from 5 months ago. Astronomers just found a super Earth 83 light years away, and they called it Super Earth HD 1566668b. The James Webb Space Telescope. Yeah. So it's about 4 times the mass of Earth. Circles its parent star very quickly, taking just over 4 days to complete one full orbit. Wait, yeah, this. Thank you for the follow. Anime is good like. Good like? I love One Piece. I'm watching One Piece now. Yeah, 83 is close, very close, yes. We have playing with my moon necklace, okay. Also, random out of the blue question, have you ever played Stray? Is that the game where you play as a cat, my meter? It was in, if it's that, it was in my wish list. It is in my wish list. Usually we're looking at stuff as they were millions of years ago, yeah. But we can see that the Mega Earth as it was in 1940. Yeah. Like the stars that we see now in the night, they might actually not be there now. But because of the distance, we see how they were many, 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 many years ago. It's like we have a sky of the past. Oh, I made you cry. Oh, twice. I mean, if I cry just with Wuthering Waves, that might make me cry even more than twice. My meter. That the telescope can look further back in time more accurately than anything we've ever built. And it is finding fully formed galaxies way earlier than our theories predict. Wow. I wonder if we will be able to know if space is actually infinite as they think, or if there is an end, and what's after that, beyond that. When I was a kid, I was used to wonder because of how space is. I was used to wonder, well, this makes no sense. So what if in reality we are just in the dream of a person, and this person is dreaming a world that is make like this, and the real reality is completely different. This is all just a dream. Like fully formed galaxy hundreds of millions of years after the Big Bang. Wow. Yeah, we would never know indeed. We would never know. Yeah, I really hope that governments will keep funding studies on space, because I know that some think that it's useless. I don't think so. You like to think it would be a time loop that we just never remember each time. Oh, You should look up a Boltzmann brain, a strange concept of how we exist given infinite time. This is something about parallel world dimensions. You know my theory about ghosts. I think that ghosts are actually projections of other dimensions, and sometimes there is like an interference and we can see shadows of them. Not parallel, let me see. Given infinite time, every possible event and configuration of matter must repeat infinitely, meaning an exact copy of you will live your exact life again. Oh, is that the theory about how we are actually immortal? If time goes on forever, or if space is infinite, matter has an endless number of ways to arrange itself. I love quantum mechanics. Particles can only fit together in a finite number of distinct states. With infinite chances, random collisions of atoms will eventually recreate the exact pattern that makes up your body, your memories, and your consciousness. The Boltzmann brain. A famous third experiment suggests that a random fluctuation in a chaotic universe could accidentally spawn a fully formed brain with all your memories just by pure chance. Wow. Love it. See, I believed that before I'd believe in spirits. Yeah. Hey, Hobo. I have a couple of ghost videos here. Do you have a headset? Because one requires headset, and Morgana is in the video. Actually, I have 3. So, I will show you. The first video is about this. So, my bathroom needed some restoration, and Morgana, my nose, and Morgana liked to go in the bathroom and play. So there was one day where she kept rolling in the bathroom, so she was so cute, and I decided to take a video of her. The thing is that while I was taking a video of her, there was a knock 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 and it came from the closet. So do you have a headset? If you have a headset, wear it, because I will show you. And Morgana also got scared. Thank you for the follow, Justin. Hello. Look. No, where is the video? I deleted it. Properties. I deleted the videos. Properties. Well, let me see if I can find them. Yeah, because I kept them all in downloads, and yesterday I cleaned the downloads. Recycle bin. Tell me. It's not there. But I have it on Discord. Ghost. How can I find it? Wait, maybe I have it in my PC somewhere. Oh, I have the one that. Okay, this was when I was doing ASMR. Yep. Okay. I can show you this. I was doing a stream of ASMR, and I was using a trigger. But then a voice appeared in the mic. So, Ghost, tell me the path of this file. Opening file location. Wait, what do you mean that it's open here? Properties. So you can see it? If I do this? Oh yeah. You heard that? That was not my voice. That was a ghost doing ASMR with me. For the same reason as ghosts. What if the knock was from someone from an interfering parallel world? Indeed, it could be. Who knows? It could be. Morgana was very scared, and then what happened after was kinda creepy. So Morgana exited the bathroom, then she went to the kitchen, and she just sat in the middle of the kitchen, and she started staring far from in front of her, and that corresponded to the bedroom under my bed. She just stood there for a lot of time, staring under my bed. Mirror, mirror, who is the prettiest elf? Yellow and pets there or something, but you can see it. Yeah, indeed. Let me see if I can find, if I have the video saved somewhere. No, but I'm sure that it's in Discord because I posted about that. And also my dog, so my parents, they bought a house that no one wanted. A house in the hills a long time ago. They bought it for very few. At the time, prices were crazy, guys. We can't do that here, and now we can't buy houses. But at the time, they could. No one wanted that house. And then we found out why. That house was exorcised. But I don't think that it worked very well. My dog always refused to enter that house. But there was a time where we went there and it was cold in the evening. So we had to, because we used it to eat outside. But that day it was very cold, so we had to eat inside. And my dog had to come inside it too. And he did hide under the table. And he just kept growling and growling and growling. I also have that. On Discord. Hey, but who knows where? Yeah, there were things a bit weird happening there. Doors opening by themselves, but with the handle going down. Let's see if I do this. But that's yeah, that's why no one wanted that house. And then my parents went there, not knowing anything. Here it is. Download and download. But this time I will move these videos from the downloads folder. Okay. Morgana Ghost. So, properties, pros, Morgana, yeah, and Doggo Ghost is this one. So, this is how my dog was crawling when he was basically forced to enter that house. That's a bit scary. No? Yeah. It didn't want to move. And this is Morgana, but for this you need a good headset because, I mean, I was recording her, and the closet was a few meters away.
Cái phải queen.
It's just there, just after I talk. Do you hear it?
Cái phải queen.
If you see, she heard that. Yeah.
Cái phải queen. Cái phải queen.
That's the classic ghost from the closet. Wanjon, have a nice dinner. Yeah, indeed. Knock, knock, knock. But then I was brave. I went there and I opened with a fuck you. I opened the door violently and saying, Tatakulo! Of course, there was no one there, but it's more Morgana behavior after that was very creepy. Yeah, well, knife note also. I don't think that a knife would work well in that case. my weapon was the fuck you. I'll curse you. Yeah, it was Morgana though. The fact that she ended up just staying in the middle of the kitchen and staring under my bed for like half an hour and not moving from there. Indeed, the hobble. Who knows though? Maybe the ghost would think, wait, this one is crazy. Let's go away. Or this one is dumb, but it's not worthy. Hello, Zambremon. But yeah, guys, so it's time for me to go walk the doggo. I don't think that we will find the ghost outside, though. Although there is a ghost in the lift of this building. It happened already. It happened again recently. That I was coming home in the evening, and the elevator came down, but there was no one inside. It just came to pick me up. I stay aware in a parallel universe and heard you say fuck you out of nowhere indeed. Maybe they would think, what the fuck, there is a ghost here that swear? They would be the ones thinking, there is a... Or maybe it's like, there is the swearing ghost. Maybe I'm famous there. The elevator. No, I mean... but it's a troll vator rather than elevator, because sometimes it comes down by itself. There is no one inside, but this happened only once. Then it just I enter it, and I still had to choose the floor, but it decided to just close by itself and bring me to the highest floor. But I needed to go down. That's why it's a trollvator more than a elevator. Okay. Me too, Hubble. Well, it's not that strong, but let's say that whenever I have to take one, I think about that. And I think, okay, I have to remember that I have to jump in case. In case, at the last second, jump. So guys, we are a bit late now, and it's better if I go immediately out, because my doggo today he required a lot of poop attention. So I want to read, but I will see you Thursday, guys, and I will be on Discord as always until then. So as always, whenever you will go to sleep, dream about the moon, elves, magic, and dragons, and stay warm. Yeah, I will let my dog poop. Thanks, guys. Have a nice rest of the day. And thank you to all my awesome moderators, as always. Bye bye, guys. Bye. Are we going in 5, 4, 3, 2,